G'day everyone, I'm currently under a bridge in the Riverina. It's 40 degrees and I'm looking for snakes. This is probably the only place out here that you can find them. When it's really hot, what you want to be looking for in terms of reptiles is a place where they can go to cool off. So under a bridge here, I've got some ledges like under there. Perfect. That's the coolest part in this whole area. And that's where they're going to be chilling out. Of course, it's going to be impossible for you to get to them, but you can at least see them, get a bit of footage, get a photo, whatever. Beautiful big bit of the war cool to camp on a not so war cool day. It's actually a war stinking hot day. It's about 40 degrees here at the moment, but nonetheless we're going to camp, we're going to fish, we're going to catch some reptiles with a big block of mozzarella that I put in the dirt, so it's got a whole bunch of bark on it, which is fun, and then a hook the size of an anchor because apparently we're targeting shark in the Walkable River. Let's go! Splash! And of course a bell for good measure because it's windy as I'm not going to be able to see hits. People just like to throw all their rubbish in the fire, bits of glass, bottle caps, cans, all sorts of crap. Bit of a tarp over there, VB, plastic bags and stuff. Bunch of bloody pigs, really. Disrespecting our bush, disrespecting our campsites, and everyone else is going to pay the price because they're going to start making these paid campsites. They're going to start putting restrictions on what we can do, where we can go, all that. And these idiots that leave all the rubbish here and chop the tracks up and destroy all the trees and stuff only have themselves to blame. Also, stop doing this crap. If I want to see letters carved on a piece of wood, I'll read a bloody book. Little Joey. I think he's hanging out of the pouch. He's hanging out of the pouch to get a drink.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Little Joey. It's a pretty epic looking part of the bush, really. With these reeds and stuff going across. Almost swelling the whole river. The size of some of these old dead trees. That's honestly like 2 metre diameter. That's pretty awesome. I'm standing on one. It's also pretty awesome. Don't herp in thongs, people. Sometimes litter's a bonus. I got myself a unused bandage. With a little bit of a rip in it, but you can't get it out. Which means it's not used. How exciting. The wind's dying off now. But you can see that when it blows, it makes this quite a difficult task. First find of the night is this little Dalma. I believe it's a little olive Dalma. Little cutie, only a little fella. He's going nuts and he was just chilling out on the road. It's quite an early find, which is a promising thing. Don't usually see these guys on the crawl that often, just personally, so this is quite cool for me. He's quite happy to chill out here. Do a bit of wandering, looking handsome for the camera for us. Hello little fella. So once again, as always with the Dalma, you can tell they're not snakes because they've got ears and the shape of the tongue. So he's licking his lips there, and he's got a flat tongue. He hasn't got a forked tongue. They also, their tail ratio is completely different, so his tail starts about there. So like, only about a third of his body is actually body, and the rest of it is tail. Oh, very cute little guy. Look at that. Still very strong like a snake, obviously. There he goes, drops on the floor. There he goes. I'll leave him alone. Good job, little fella. Is that a bat? A little bat. No snakes yet. The first gecko of the night is this cute little tessellated. It's actually quite a pretty one. For some reason the Riverina tessellated geckos are my favourite. They've got pretty nice colours. Hey baby. Only little. I think we've got another bat over here too. And that's just a big moth. Nice. Look at those eyes. Freaky. Alrighty, next morning we are getting our bums kicked in every aspect of this trip. It's only one night, but I was hoping I could get maybe 2 videos out of it, but I don't see that happening, unfortunately. Catching no fish for a fishing video. We got 1 herp for a herping video. We've got the rest of the day. We're going to cruise back, looking under bridges and stuff for sniggety snacks. Maybe get a monitor, maybe get a beardy on the way out. Maybe a bluey, maybe a stumpy. I'll take anything, please. I just want a herp. Back to herping and thongs. So I have to stick to the road for the most part, even though this is open, even though I'm really good at spotting snakes, even though I know all about snake safety. There's no point risking it and going off into the grass. If you're going to go herping, wear actual shoes, or you could legitimately be putting yourself in danger. And I'm not one to try and make snakes seem scary, but they are very dangerous animals, and if you don't see them, you stand on one, thinks it's getting crushed, it's going to get you off of it. The only way it knows how, that's by biting you. If you haven't got shoes on, that's not fun for you. Ideally you wouldn't be standing on them in the first place because you're going to see them, but being humans, accidents happen and we miss stuff, and you can stand on a snake. No reptiles all day, but here's 2 cute little baby swallows chilling out under the bridge. Here's mum squawking at me. Little guys, you're very cute. Eh? 2 little fledglings. You can still see some little downy feathers. Cute. Won't stress me out too much.